G'day guys, dshban here. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Once again we're in the female level type of dealie in Tell No Tales, which I presume is some sort of reference to dead men, not the Undertaker. Indeed, it's to do with pirates, which is pretty great. Alright, now, the situation going on with the LP of Night Trap. Now, as if you saw the video that I uploaded the other night, of course, once this video becomes slightly, past, this will be useless information to everyone, but I'm still going to talk about it. As you might have seen, the video is just screwed. Everything in the recording, I don't know how the recording got screwed, the video is screwed, everything is broken with that thing, so I'm sorry, but that's a pigeon, or some sort of seagull type bird, that's good. But yeah, I cannot do anything with that LP, I'm sorry, I really enjoyed that LP and it was good, but you know, unless I redo it, which is very unlikely because it'll be a lot of effort. We're not seeing that game. I'm sorry, but now back to better things. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. This level where we're on a jet ski, of course when I say better things, that doesn't really need to be classified by the rating of PG for poo game. I clearly needed that 1 second gap to think about that hilarious joke that only could have been thought of by me, one of the smartest guys that there is. Checkpoint. So this is a different level. There's, there's almost alternate paths in this level. It's pretty crazy, and I'm sure once I do try and backflip, indeed. But once I do try and get all the boxes when I'm trying to get, my 100% rod, it's so important that it's going to be difficult for me. I'm going to have a lot of difficulty in that it is difficult. That is how that works. That's a shark. It's white. Let's not be racist. But it's a white shark. Probably a shark. In fact, I'd say it is a shark. I'd say it's definitely a shark. That's not really a matter of argument. Not really up for any sort of discussion at that point. Indeed. So I was watching the television just before, because, that's what I do. People do watch television, it seems. It seems to be it seems to have caught on. This fad that they call TV. But on it was, fat people jumping off a boat. So that's TV right there. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Fat people jumping off boats. Fantastic. I was so excited by it. So here's that guy swinging his anchor around. I don't know why he has an anchor. He's kind of, in a pedestal that seems to be, above land, or above sea, rather. Everything is above sea, unless it is the sea. You see. But I don't know why he would have an anchor. I mean, he seemed rather angry too. I mean, you could go to counselling for that guy instead of just attacking this poor female Bandicoot on a jet ski attempting to collect purple crystals, which apparently hold some sort of power in terms of time travel. Really? I mean, what a ridiculous concept this game is. That's me exploding. But not enough to die, you see, because that's me finishing the level. A contrary point which didn't need to be compared to the former point in that way. That's the level done though, nice quick one. We only died once, and we only got hit twice, so that's when one of those was about things, and it's a good thing. I don't like that level. It's hard. I don't like this level, no. Future Frenzy. Not Fusion Frenzy, the wonderful minigame collection for the Xbox, and Fusion Frenzy 2 for the Xbox 360. I'm not plugging it, but it rules.
So,
Hi.
Crash Bandicoot, we meet again.
Look half tired.
Dr. Cortex want me to teach you a lesson. Well, I've made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
Is there any reason he has auto-tune on his voice constantly? It's confusing. I didn't know that T-Pain was a boss in Crash Bandicoot 3, but it does make sense in retrospect. Or even retrospect, depending on how you want to announce that. So this is the future. Speaking of, I was just talking about that awesome game, Fusion Frenzy. It's awesome because it's terrible in that there's like an announcer. Right, the theory, because I have 2, the game number 2. That's all it's called is number 2. It's a weird title, I know, but you get through it. Yeah, Fusion Frenzy 2. It's weird because you have like the plot. The plot for this mini game collection, that makes sense, is that you're on the world's most popular television show in the future. And basically all that tells me is that people in the future are even dumber than they are now, because it's a terrible show. I mean, it's based on 30-second clips, basically, of people doing things which, have no basis in real life, have no need. Forgotten how to do the splat thing, that's it. That's great. And really, it's quite ridiculous that that would ever be a popular television show. If that becomes popular in the future, go ahead, bring this video up to me. I'll probably be about 70 years old and will have not remembered this, and no one will even have access to this video. But the possibility remains that someone will keep this for the future when I am proven wrong. People are really that dedicated sometimes. Those boxes are made of metal. They're really in difficult... What? Okay. We sure did get something by Guy. I'm going to go ahead and avoid him this time. And avoid his friend, the identical twin. In fact, you can jump on him that time. So, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. That makes sense. That was a platform we almost died on. And there's a hedgehog. Hi, Sonic. How you doing? It's just more of an armadillo, since it has a shell that it curls up in. I believe that's what armadillos do. I cannot claim to be the world's foremost armadillo expert without lying to you, and that's not something I'd want to do. Why do I have to spin those away? But really, that is clearly a robot armadillo. Any arguments to the counter-wise will be summarily dismissed. Here's some boxes. I'm actually doing quite well, I feel. I think I've got all the boxes so far. That's me dying. That didn't help. But here's me coming back to life. I'm going to pass the checkpoint anyway. Let's just... I don't know how to duck under this guy. I don't know what's going on. Bloop-de-bloop. I had to answer the phone. And then I died. So that was... Great paying attention there by me. I couldn't be happier with how that went, really. Please do not ask me to be happier. It's just simply impossible. So that's 3 Wumpa Fruit right there. That's useful. And that's... I can bounce in that thing. That would have been good to know. And here's Futurama. That was great. That was Futurama. All of it. You are now up to date on everything that's ever happened in that television program. Really is quite useful, this game. Here's me getting boxes. I really don't need to explain that to you, as I half cough, half don't, because it's pretty self-evident. Well, that's not good for TNT boxes, because they will explode. Dynamite, TNT, something about a fright. TNT and the power load, and watch them explode, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Who really cares about these sorts of things? Yes, double jumping. Congratulations, Crash Bandicoot 3. You have alerted me to the fact that this is a possible thing. Also a possible thing, dying in a hole. Preferably not a thing, but a thing nonetheless, because I'm not sure how I do that without doing some sort of fancy, video game playing. Now, as we've, as a collective, not as a singular, because that doesn't make any sense, that's like some sort of deadspin use of the second person. That's a sports blog reference. I'm not good at video games, is what we've learned. I mean, from dying a lot, to real... That was not the right thing to do. From dying a lot, and dying some more, and then dying some more, to jumping onto TNT boxes by splatting. Really quite intelligent things done by me, just to show you the progress that I have made in, 10 years. I mean, I played this game probably when I was about 10. It hasn't been 10 years since I was 10, but it's been an amount of years, and I've gotten worse, which is comforting. I'm going to do this off camera. It's okay, I understand how to do it now. Okay. But I want to get that one. No. I am good.
I got it this time, I guess. And once I'm able to get that one, yeah, I am the best in video games! Yeah, that was me, being happy. Please don't die after that. That would be really depressing if I did all that work to only die. And really, I'm just going for the stupid freaking gem thing that is unnecessary to get. I mean, who am I showing off to by achieving this? Nerds on the internet, and yes, I'm talking to you, Jim, from Death Valley. I only thought of that because I died. See the connections that I've got going? It's like some sort of crazy Segway deal. Speaking of Segways, they're great forms of transport. We all know this. This is an unarguable point. You cannot deny this. But what's really important in life is the use of the phrase, everyone loves Raymond. Because really it's inarguable, because if you do not have a favourable opinion of Raymond, you're not part of everyone. And really, doesn't everyone want to be just a part of each other? Not in a sexual way, of course. That's slightly weird. But in the sense that I'm going to die now, and I don't know how to avoid that guy. I don't know why he's a male. It really does make a symbol of the male oppression of the, you know, the world, and the way in which the male gender has destroyed the world even. It's an arguable point that it is all men's fault for everything, but that would make me sound like a feminist. And the only reason I'd want to sound like a feminist is to try and get women to like me, and in doing so I would be appealing to feminists who indeed do not like men in the first place. Really quite a fruitless endeavour there by me, which I was never going to take in the first place until you made me do it. I don't know why you forced me to do these things, Internet. It's quite cruel of you. You really do toy with my emotions in that way. Also toying with my emotions this video game because I'm getting slightly frustrated with the fact that I'm keep being dead. Being dead, not a preferable state of mind, as I've said throughout the life of this LP, but really calling it a state of mind is an interesting point of fact, because calling it that implies that mind has many states, and really, it has territories too. These are inarguable points which cannot be argued, that's why they're inarguable, and arguing them would simply make you a coward. I don't know how it would make you a coward, I don't know how he died there, because his spikes had clearly been retracted, and in doing so, he had performed a defensive manoeuvre, in which case we cannot die, and death is not an option indeed. Instead, not in the option of not being one of the macho phrase sense, in the sense that I can't die there, what the hell, why did I actually die? I'm annoyed. I am not the annoyed, I am annoyed. Just one of many, clearly. That's it falling into blue dust. I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know what this guy's deal is. But we can do. What?